In the vast emptiness, before time had meaning, before the earth knew form or the heavens held their glow, there existed only the boundless ether. High above what would one day be the world, in the endless expanse of air, lived a solitary being, the beauteous daughter of the ether, known as Ilmatar. She drifted alone through the infinite skies, her existence a quiet ache of isolation. No companion shared her path, no ground lay beneath her feet, only the endless blue of heaven stretching in every direction. For ages beyond counting she wandered, her heart heavy with weariness, her spirit longing for something more than this endless solitude. At last, unable to bear the emptiness any longer, Ilmatar descended. She lowered herself from the lofty airs, sinking gently toward the restless waves below. The sea welcomed her, its foam cradling her like a vast, rolling bed. There upon the open waters she floated, her body rocked by the gentle swells. The ocean became her coach and pillow, the waves her only companions. But peace was fleeting. From the east arose a mighty storm wind, fierce and unrelenting. It whipped the sea into fury, churning the waters into towering surges that crashed against the distant horizons. Spray flew high, striking the stars themselves, whitening the waves with foam and fervor.
Tossed amid the rolling billows, Ilmatar found herself caught in the heart of the tempest. The winds howled around her, the waves battered her form, yet she endured. In that chaos, a new life stirred within her, a child conceived from the wild forces of the storm. For 700 years she swam the seas, drifting east and west, north and south, through endless foam and surge. Her body grew heavy with child, yet no release came. She bore the weight of creation itself, her travail stretching across ages, 9 human lifetimes, perhaps more. Pain was her constant shadow, cold winds her tormentors, as she pleaded to the high gods above. In her desperation, Ilmatar called out to Ukko, the supreme ruler of the heavens, the thunderer who commands the clouds. "Aid me, great Ukko," she cried across the waves. "Deliver me from this dreary life amid the billows and the storms." Her voice echoed over the azure expanse, but the heavens remained silent at first. Still she swam on, the water mother, searching every direction for rest, her knee and shoulder aching from the endless burden.
Then, one day, a wondrous bird appeared, a teal duck, weary from flight, seeking a place to nest. It soared across the skies, searching east and west, north and south, but found no grassy hillock, no patch of verdant land, no safe spot amid the endless waters. The duck circled low, its wings beating against the wind, debating whether to build its nest upon the waves or the fleeting breezes. But such a home would surely perish in the storms. At that moment, Ilmatar, sensing the bird's plight, raised her knee gently above the waves. She lifted her shoulder like a misty hillock, offering a stable perch in the midst of the sea. The duck, mistaking it for solid ground, descended gladly. It settled upon her knee, built its nest there, and laid its eggs, 6 of golden hue and 1 of iron. For 3 days it sat brooding, warming the eggs with its body heat. The warmth grew intense. On the 3rd day, fire seemed to course through Ilmatar's veins. Her skin burned as if scorched by flames. Her knee blazed with unbearable heat. With a sudden jerk, she shook her leg, dislodging the nest. The eggs tumbled into the depths, dashing against the waves. But they did not perish or scatter lost. Instead, they broke and transformed, their fragments becoming the very foundations of the world. The lower shells rose and curved into the fertile earth below, rich and waiting. The upper shells arched high, forming the vaulted dome of the heavens, studded with brilliance. The whites of the eggs gleamed softly, becoming the silver moon that sails the night. The yolks blazed golden, birthing the radiant sun to warm the days. Speckled bits scattered across the sky, twinkling as stars in the vast darkness. Darker fragments drifted into clouds, heavy with promise of rain. Time now began its march. Days sped by with the new sun's rising. Years turned under the moon's gentle watch. The world shimmered in fresh light, yet still Ilmatar swam as the water mother. After 9 long years, as the 10th summer dawned, she lifted her head from the waves. With slow, deliberate motions, she began to shape the newborn world. Where her hands turned, fertile promontories rose, hillocks teeming with potential. Her feet pressed down, carving deep holes rich with fish. When she dived, the ocean depths formed, vast and mysterious. Her sides shaped level banks and shores. Her head toward land created sheltered bays and inlets. Her back fashioned hidden rocks and treacherous reefs where ships might one day founder. Islands emerged from the foam. Pillars held the sky aloft. Fields stretched wide under the sun. Forests whispered in the breeze, and checkered stones gleamed along the coasts. The world was born, beautiful, wild, and full of wonder. Yet one soul remained unseen in this new creation. Deep within the hidden dungeon of his mother's womb, in the waste of ocean, the child waited. For 30 summers and 30 winters, he lingered in that peaceful yet confining space on the yielding bosom of the water mother. No ray of moonlight touched him. No gleam of sunshine warmed his face. He pondered in the darkness, his thoughts turning to the world beyond. At last, he could bear the confinement no longer. "Guide me, O moon," he pleaded. "Shine your path, O sun, and thou, great bear, show the way out of this narrow prison, these unbefitting portals." But the celestial lights offered no aid. Refusing to wait longer, the child stirred with mighty resolve. With his unnamed finger, he burst the outer walls. Toes of his left foot and fingers of his right hand pushed through, and he crept forth on hands and knees, head foremost, into the open sea. He plunged into the deeps, tumbling through the waters, a man yet ageless, with a beard of wisdom already flowing. For years he swam, 5 in the vast ocean, then 6, 7, until the 8th autumn came. Exhausted, he sought land, his powerful strokes carrying him toward a distant shore. At last, he reached a barren promontory, treeless and verdure bereft. Planting his right foot firmly on the earth and his left upon solid ground, he rose to his full height. There he stood, the eternal singer, the wonderful enchanter, Väinämöinen. For the first time, he beheld the sunshine's golden warmth, the moonlight's silver grace, the great bear wheeling in the sky, and the countless stars sparkling above. The world lay before him, vast and new, shaped by his mother's ancient labors. But the land was empty still, waiting for life to spring forth. The winds whispered secrets, the waves lapped at the shores, and Väinämöinen gazed upon the barren expanse, his heart stirring with the first songs of creation yet to come.